Good afternoon, YouTube. Daniel St. James here. I'm going to take a break from the Queer Man's Guide videos to talk to you about something special that I'm doing for myself. During my 5-year marriage adventure, I went through a very serious series of weight gains and losses. Getting down to like around 200 up to around 340. I was kind of managing my weight pretty well, and for some reason the last year it just went to hell. Well, I have now been making positive changes in my life, and I'm now announcing right now a 30-day plan to get my old amazing body back. I'll flash a photo up here in a second. I will edit that back in later. That was me 13 years ago, when I was, oh good God, 32, 31. It's funny, because we take our fitness for granted when we have it. I didn't do anything special. I worked out, I ran, I walked, I danced, probably about 3 nights a week. That being said, it is a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It is not work out until I reach my goal and then stop. It's a lifestyle. It's something you can't stop doing. But when you do it, it's so natural and it's so easy. A month and a half ago, when I moved into my last apartment, I had fractured ribs, and I had to have movers move me. So sadly, I had to write them a bad check, and at least I didn't have to move them because I couldn't really lift up my finger. But I was in the upswing at this point. I was eating right, I was working out, and things were going in the right direction. Once I moved into the new apartment, I was constantly on the go. I left my car at home, and I walked everywhere. And I walked around Clintonville, Ohio, which is in Columbus. If you know the area, it's a great place to live. I still kind of live on the edge of it. I might be making a move here soon. I recently got evicted from my last place, and that's kind of okay. My landlord is actually a really good friend of mine. We have no hard feelings at all. Long story short about the eviction, my landlord, and I'm going to mention his name here. I might have to remove it if you request it. Steve Margettis. Quite possibly one of the nicest guys you will ever meet. Great pool player. Took me under his wing when he discovered that I was good at pool. Taught me a whole bunch of tricks. Still teaching me, actually. But Steve has the heart of a million saints. And he would let people live in his properties rent-free for 6 months, 7 months. And his accountant was like, Steve, you gotta do something. You can't do this. And if you know Steve, this is my impression. It's not very good. Oh, baby, oh, yeah, but I love them. They're my friends. I can't just throw them out in the streets. And his accountant was like, Steve, you have to. And Steve's like, well, I can't do it. So basically his accountant said, if you hire somebody who can do this for you, you don't have to worry about it. So Steve hired our friend Rich, who's also a friend of mine, but Rich is also very pragmatic, very businesslike. So Rich did the paperwork, and I moved in. My deposit and rent check, first month's rent, didn't clear. And you know what, that's fine. And they had to evict me, and that's fine. Because you know what, Steve makes decent money, he can be making great money, he needs to stop being so generous. Steve, if you're watching this, stop being so generous. But he did me a favor, and he gave me some time to get back on my feet. I got a job. Sadly, I got a job literally right as I got evicted. And that's okay. Because I should be making enough money now, and the property that I'm trying to get into right now is going to be the most amazing place I've ever lived, in the most amazing place I've ever lived. I don't want to jinx it, not that I believe in jinxes, or curses, or magic sky fairies, or anything like that, but I'm not going to talk about it until it's real. I am, however, visualizing it, and visualizing something makes it happen. It's hard to explain, but there's a video you should watch called The Secret. It's not bullshit, guys. I lived most of my life not knowing I was following the secret. My life went amazing. I dated beautiful women, beautiful men. I made lots of money. I traveled the world. And then, in the last 5 years, I began to envision getting fired, losing my job, being in trouble constantly, having some new dilemma that I had to deal with. And that's what my life turned into. I visualized the worst, and the worst happened to me. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, if you make a decision, I want to have that car, I want to date that person, I want, visualize it, and it becomes reality. Anyway, about 3 months ago, I began visualizing myself back in my old habits, sleeping 3 to 4 hours a day, working out on a regular basis, walking. I might even try running again, even though my knees and hips tell me I shouldn't. When I get back in shape, I might start running. Let's see. Let's see how this works out. So, knock on wood. Well, I'm surrounded by particle board and fake wood, so knock on wood. I'm visualizing being able to run again while I bodybuild. And I'm not going to be one of those crazy steroid-using bodybuilders. I'm actually a very healthy guy. I was a Marine for 6 years. I've always been active in sports. Played rugby in the Corps, amateur leagues. Nothing really hardcore, but I've always been very active. And I visualized this person, and that's who I was. When I stopped visualizing that, I stopped being that person. Well, I've been visualizing again. And those of you who don't know me, I'm just an old fat guy. Those of you who do know me go, wow, Daniel, you're looking pretty good. Now, it's hard to see here. I used to have a belly that came out to about here. I still have a belly, I'm not going to lie. Let's go ahead and take this sweater off. Now I'm going to flash what I'm calling my before photos. We'll put these before photos on either side of the screen, and you'll see what I look like now. And then, at the end of this process, well, there's never an end, but in 1 month, I promise you I'm going to post my now photos, and you're going to see a dramatic difference. Things are going really well, and I'm not going to change my lifestyle. In fact, I'm visualizing a whole lot of stuff right now that I want, and I'm going to make it happen. Something that I started doing with my second youngest daughter, Caitlin, or Pabu, I'm tagging her in this video, by the way, kiddo, was get her involved with horses. Well, I never really did. Well, a good friend of mine, Jackie, volunteers for time and services to a place called Serendipity Stables. So, we'll put that information up here and you can click on it and go there, check it out. It's a great cause, helping out magnificent, noble animals. But I'm going to see about getting my daughter involved with horses. Teach her the majesty and the magnificence of these incredible creatures. I'm going to give my child memories that she will have for the rest of her life. I'm going to give her a daddy that she has, hopefully, for the rest of her life. I've had my health problems, and I'm still not in the best place. But there are things that I can control, and I'm going to control them. And so can you. So hopefully, this video will serve as an inspiration to all of you out there. It gets better. But this is the official announcement. I have hit the turning point. I am now drinking a lot less, smoking a lot less, going out more, which sounds sort of strange. But I'm going out more because I'm dancing, and I'm running around, hitting the gym soon here, hopefully. Planet Fitness, which I'm going to give you a shout out. I don't know how to do that yet, but I will soon. Um, Planet Fitness, I'm joining you. You're cheap. You're my price range because I am Poe. But again, I have an amazing new job because I visualized it. And the last thing that I want to talk about, that this job, every job I've ever interviewed for, I've had a wall that I created between my personal life and my professional life. This has sometimes resulted in people working with me, loving my work, and then 6 months to a year after I've been working there, they look into my life and go, "Whoa, whoa, well, okay, I guess we can deal with that. That's, oh my goodness. Okay, we got to find a way to get rid of Daniel." Now it's only happened a couple of times, and I'm not going to drop any names. Those of you on my subscribers list who were also employees of some of these companies know what I'm talking about. But when you first meet me, the fact that I'm the webmaster of the largest transgender community on the internet, founded in 1995 by my friend John, John and Vicky, wonderful people, amazing. John has helped me out a lot of years, and I'm about to hopefully repay that favor. Um, we just need to visualize what we want, and it happens. Now, it's that's the basis. You say that, and you think, "Oh, well, that's too easy." Well, that by itself is too easy because hoping for something is insane. Knowing you're going to have it is different than hoping to have it someday. Uh, it's really hard to explain. I will hopefully have a video to describe this process in more detail, but know something is going to happen, and it will happen. I promise you. Somehow, everything else in your life, when your brain knows it, your brain says, "Well, we need to prepare for that." And you start becoming more organized, and you start becoming more locked on, you start becoming more diplomatic and nicer and more charitable. And everything just kind of works. Anyway, that being said, have a great day. I love my friends. Subscribe, share, like my videos, or leave comments. And if you don't like something, let me know. But get the comments started. I'm still pretty low subscribers, but we're gonna build this really fast, really, really fast. So let's make magic happen. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.